Hello, chosen black sheep. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to share this with you today. When I started writing this, I was trying to think of a title, and one that made me laugh was, "So, you've been worshipping a false god? No wonder why you're so angry, ha ha ha." My train of thought was those who worship the demiurge, the false deity of the Old Testament. They usually preach hellfire and brimstone, but those things have never resonated within me, and I always felt like an outsider, inside religion, and I really was. I'm sure many of you have also felt the disconnect and loneliness that comes from organized control. But in most situations, our caregivers believed they were doing what was best for us, just like their caregivers. We do not need to condemn anyone from the past. This would only create new chains that bind us. Chosen black sheep, speaking of who you truly are, did you know every child of the light is here to master this realm, to move steadfast through the sea of illusions by integrating the shadow as you sail into the sunset of everlasting truth? Sounds transformational, doesn't it? Well, in my experience, it gets better and better as you inch closer and closer into the center of yourself, into the center of source within yourself. Do you even know who you truly are? To begin to know this, you must see the entirety of all your experience in this realm. This means becoming aware of your lives here on Earth before this one, connecting them all as one singular event, and integrating every timeline into a unified vision as if to behold the whole story all at once. By viewing the big picture, we can see and release every obstruction. If you aren't already an ascended master here to help humanity awaken, you are meant to awaken in this lifetime and become one. Your awakening is your ascension. Once the divine spark awakens into the remembrance of itself, it can no longer be chained inside the low vibrational three-dimensional world. The divine spark of source cannot be bound here or held here once awakened. Chosen black sheep, due to a false god who rules and reigns over many people of power, we have been kept in the dark about who we are. The death of the demiurge is humanity's awakening. The collapse of a false empire is the awakening of the divine spark within us. This material world and its three-dimensional systems have kept us asleep for way too long by enforcing ignorance and control, keeping humanity distracted by power, ego, fear, and pleasure, which, by the way, have kept the sleepers asleep and in a recurring nightmare on the hamster wheel of material desires. All of them live in the matrix of illusions. You own nothing in the three-dimensional world. Like a rabbit chasing a carrot on a stick, you'll never quite reach it. It's an endless hunger because, well, something is always missing. And it's your authentic self. It's the divine spark inside of you, trying to capture your attention so that you will follow it and find yourself once again. You must die before you die, so that you may truly live. This is a transformational Sufi saying. It's a never-ending process. Once you awaken, you become the awakener, just by allowing the awakened divine spark to emanate from you, completely unobstructed. Deepak Chopra said, "Awakening is not changing who you are, but discarding who you are not." Honestly, this could not have been more perfectly said. It's not about changing anything, it's about releasing everything that hinders you. Everything stuck to you that was never really yours to begin with. The material world is a hindrance, but vibrating above it lies the truth of all existence, just waiting for you to awaken and remember it. Chosen black sheep, the false god and his archons fear the awakening of the divine spark within you more than anything. This should speak volumes about who you truly are. The game is won, and the darkness is done once we remember ourselves. You are the ascended master inside you, for all of the ascended masters are there, inside the divine spark within you. God became man so that man might remember he was never separate from God. This comes from the Gospel of Thomas. Chosen black sheep, you are not separate from God, and you never will be. We are here to remember this through our awakening. Once awakened, we will begin to ignite this in everyone we encounter. You are the ascended master within you. And once you become aware of this, the three-dimensional realm loses all its power and control over you. If this struck a chord within you, please like, share, and subscribe. Now seek these things inside yourself and remember, I love you. Until next time.